Hello, hello. Welcome to the late night talks with Romantic Developer, and today we have our stream with number 194, which is pretty cool. It means that we will celebrate 200 streams very soon, and yeah, it's a good event. It means that we were able to do the streams more than 6 months, and we are very close to 7 months. So yeah, the next big date probably would be 300 and then 1 year. So in 1 year, surely something should be changed. Welcome. Today, um, I'm not going to spend huge amount of time. So yeah, first of all, we need to start the stream. So let's transition to the full stream, to the full screen like that. And let's just start our stream. For my streams, hello, command prompt. Where are you? Is it here? Okay. Everything not responding to to my request, so let's wait. Let's wait some time. Hopefully it will start responding soon. It says, yeah, some frames missing due to rendering lag. So something took quite a lot of my processor time. Okay. Mouse is working. Search is not working. Okay, now it's working. Nice. Cool. Okay. So we just execute stream, which basically executes two separate applications. They opened on different screen always for some reason, but one application, yeah, let's exchange. Let's put it here, and it would be here. Okay, so we have two applications, one of which is chatbot and other is live transcript. Both of that application allow my chatbot to have access to some tools like most recent context of of what we are talking in the stream. So if you decided to talk to my chatbot, it would be a good thing. Oh, let's return. Let's return. Okay. So just a quick reminder, on our stream we talk about multiple topics. Of course, we are very um because I'm developer, not only father, husband, just person who um, have interest in multiple things and multiple hobbies, but as well in media and politics and everything else. But of course, I'm software developer, and it was the very first, maybe not first. Okay, as far as I can remember myself, at seventh grade, uh, yeah, I was quite young, and when yeah, see first. You know, computers, and it was very slow computers, very old-fashioned computers. They use some cassette players to store information, or my mom worked at some fabric or factory, which also was part of creating some space technology for USSR. And they have a lot of computers and as well some computers which read some um paper with uh, holes. Uh, Interesting. Let me search very quickly the how it actually was called. So let's say please translate to the English the word uh, and oops and describe it. So punch card. Yeah, it's logical, but I yeah didn't know So punch card is piece of stiff paper that contains digital information represented by the presence or absence of holes in predefined positions. Punch cards were widely used during the early days of computing to store data and instruction for computers. Of course, you couldn't store a lot of information on that card. My mom used those cards with some, yeah, holes. They were pretty small, and she used it to write down some recipe because they're pretty strong. So they not, yeah, bend easily. So it was perfect for recipes. But it's also a way of storing information in the first computer. So I from that era, and during that era, I w- got very into that computer stuff and I read a ton of books, um, learned a ton of program languages, environments, programs, and so on and so on and so on. So I'm started, if even if I start not with assembler, hopefully you don't know what's that, but it was Quick Basics, then it was Turbo Basics, then it was Borland or Pascal, then it was C++, also from Borland, and then yeah, it was combination of assembler and C++ and so on. Mm, and yeah, then I learned all other languages, including very initial version of .NET language C Sharp before 2.0, so it was 1.0, 1.1, 1.1 .NET, and so on. Of course, I read so many books about not only languages but theory of programming, theory of designing the system, and etc. etc. And now, after mostly, let's say, after 30 years when I started, is it 30? Probably yes, about 30 years ago. After I've started all of those, yeah, maybe even more, but okay, let's say make 30. Of course, I'm slightly, it's still a good thing for me. It's still a hobby. But of course, I'm looking into something. And from one side, on my early days, I skipped that neural networks. It was exciting, but possibilities looks like not. So it has some limits in its possibilities because of memory, because of capacities, those capacities, and so on, and computation speed. And even if I could imagine how we can use neural networks, what we use right now to train and have all this LLM models and others, like to recognize some numbers or text on from your handwriting and maybe something else. Mm, no one can predict that those systems would be as capable as today. And by the way, they don't require as much information, as much compute power to execute. So now, as you know, many systems which we could execute now, simplified version, we even could be executed before if we have ever trained such systems. So I hopefully I have audio. Let me double check because normally I check my audio right immediately after I start the stream. But today I just forgot about that, and let me see if audio is here. So yeah, will be slightly more. Double check. Okay, so I will be slightly more relaxed with that. Nice things which added, by the way, today, as you see now, they allow edit anything in Canvas. So once you receive some answer, you could say Canvas. It would be part of Canvas. It would be very visible if I make my screen slightly smaller. Um, mm, what it can do, maybe it can, like if you choose some word and say ask GPT, oh no, it don't want. So right now we could do some um, formatting here, as you see, and maybe, oh, no, it's just body. Let's make that title, not big title, but at least some title. Okay, now it's a title. Now we can copy that, but also if we add something here, let's say insert image, link here. Will it help me? No, really. Can you insert an image link here? So now it won't edit this. Really? No, 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 no. Can you format the text more nicely? Oh, nice. Now it's working with that. Now it's working with our Canvas application. Yeah. But where is our link? Where is our link? Let ask. Okay. Now we can ask ChatGPT for here. For some reason it didn't work first time. Please insert a link to the image here. So it should insert, you see, example link here. So if you say open link, you can open it in you. Oh, really? Why it's so? File not found. Let's just search IBM punch card. IBM images. Oh, yes, it was very similar to like this one. Copy image link. Let's say here. No, 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 not here. Update image and link to this. Really? Why it's so? Mm, Let's just copy that and go here. Maybe choose it and say update to that link. Now it should do better, correct? Fail it. Really? Mm, what if we just say use like not this but just this link? Will it understand that it should update? Okay, okay. Maybe it's something in the image itself. Okay, at least we saw that, yeah, it's now try to could work with a canvas for every chat. Even if you started without canvas, it can work nicely with canvas. It shows the whole all changes. Nice. And you can see what it exactly done and return to your changes in time. Okay, let's start new chat. Let's close our links. So what we will do today, mm, I had an idea of doing something for my stream interface as well. Ask our operator for doing something in Mhm. Do some research. Of course, I'm more than sure that that research is possible by, for example, DeepSeek model. Why? Because it has internet access, and even it's possible by ChatGPT for or, but because it doesn't have, I mean, it's it can do that, but it's do it not as nice as DeepSeek because DeepSeek it's like O1, it's reasoning model. So I like do some reasoning on some research, and instead, what is more um, what we have from reasoning capabilities kinda and internet access it's operator. So let's try to create some request in operator. I tried multiple type of requests for the operator yesterday, and yeah, it's only browser working, so it's very limited, not like in the research document. So it doesn't couldn't interact with computer session, especially with your computer session, of course. Of course, it's not like possible at the moment. It's create some virtual machine with just browser available, and even if it can download something into that machine, sometimes to provide it to you, it's quite complicated. So we also saw that the best task for operator is doing something, not going out of browser context, like search something, try to register somewhere, etc., etc. So yeah, we haven't tried any flow with authentication, so let's try. Hi. So I want you to do the research. Please log in into Google Drive with credentials. A romantic developer stream google.com and wait for me to enter the password. Uh, Create a document with name AI agent research. Let's make it January 24. Let's just remove extensions. What is that? 24th. Do research of multiple websites to find the best ideas for AI, for developing AI agents. It could be articles in Google search. It could be job openings for startups in that area, and so on. You should come up with the best plan to understand what it should understand, what AI agent startup really will fly in the current conditions. Okay, okay. So we do pretty interesting research. Please put your ideas into the mentioned Google Drive file describing high details for every idea and especially why it is important right now and could bring some money. Bring some. Let's say thank you. Let's see. It's our first ever try to create something for AI agent research. We spent a lot of time to write in that prompt, maybe a few minutes. So it should really worth it. Yeah, it should really worth at least our prompt time. So it's document. Let's go to research task. We will create new one. So it's called operator chatgpt.com. We create that thing. Uh, let's fix some obvious. Um, so you see, I even didn't done big mistakes here. Just capital letters, maybe some. So research AI agent task, and let's see how it will work. And based on the task, probably tomorrow we could start doing something. Let me try to remember my password. Do I have my password? So we will take control, romantic developer stream. Yeah, I did mistake gmail.com. Let me try to remember my password like right away. Oh, really? Mm. Probably I shouldn't connect my phone to that, but maybe it's asked me at some point. Okay, so let's. I successfully logged in into Google Drive using my credentials. You can continue now. So, and we now could continue. We could say view in browser, jump to live, and it should create new document and so on and so on. Probably we can wait or we can go away. I really not sure how long it would take, but yeah, I asked it initially create document. So after that, it shouldn't ask me anything. But you see, it's doing pretty cool. I'm more than sure that they already doing a lot of exercises with Google Drive or something like that because it's well-known systems. So of course it's not a miracle, let's say that. But anyway, it looks good. So it's trying to see best ideas for developing AI agents. What? Google.com? Hmm. Nice. It's showing some of my previous searches about Donald Trump, Kamala Harris. Once we did some research how different search system represent those two candidates before it was an election. We just saw if it's equal representation of two candidates or some search engines do favor to one of the candidates, and we understand understood that only Yandex, which is a Russian research system, did more or less equal representation of both candidates. I mean, in the same format with the same structure, but other systems like Bing, like Google, they try to play some games with us. Robotic project ideas. Oh, they will build a robot, and what we will do, we will create a title. Nice. Okay. Why I like that operator in that research? Oh, really? Come on. You just replaced you just replaced my title. Autonomous robots. Autonomous robots. Okay. Let's give it some space. Okay? Let's give it some space. While it's doing that, so it's doing it already how long? Entering key, saving documents. Okay. Using clipboard. Can you review this document and add information and add very simple business plan for each idea. Business plan should include cost of creating, cost of infra to run this AI agent, and probably cost of hardware to create a hardware. For example, in case of robots, uh, how much time do I need to start receive what we want to receive? We want to receive some money, correct? So let's ask how much I need time to start receiving uh, positive, I don't know. Oh, really? How call it? Only lose it. Who can be an investors for this projects? What would be an advertise strategy? MVP version should include. So let's try to put it this way. And for each project, we are trying to go and add something like business plan, or basically like pitch doc, mm, which will include what for each, so what we can do uh, for each project. So it should go and add something like business plan. Okay. So it's not trying to do use search for that, yes? Yeah, it's doing pretty fast, but it's doing it without, without even trying to search something in the internet. Okay, I know what would be the next question for that. I know what would be the next question for that. Okay, now you know what? Let's create a new folder. Let's call it new Adobe Express.com. Really? Let's just remove. And we're looking for Adobe Express. Okay, it would be express adobe.com. Okay, new express adobe.com. Okay, let's continue with sign in. And we will just see if we can use it for free to create something nice for our case. So we have an intro video for the channel. So maybe we could start with that and at least add some music and something like romantic developer stream will start soon. And while we are doing that, okay, it's updated. I added simple business plan for everything. Let's validate. Let's validate that thing. So we go here and let's go to the home. Okay, it's created that project for us and it's what it has. Potential investors. For customer support, project would include venture capitals, advertising, MVP version, gameplay and agent, business plan, and MVP could focus on specific game scenario, demonstrating the agent ability to learn and adapt to game environment. It should showcase core functionality such as decision making, strategy development, etc., etc. Infrastructure course, cloud services, mm, with cost ranging from per month depending on the scale and complexity. Autonomous robots. It's about Optimus Gen 3, Tesla. Conclusion, relevance. It doesn't include a business plan for autonomous robots. So let's switch back to our operator and say, you haven't included business plan for robots. Last project. Awesome. Please search for competitors. Competitors for each project ideas and provide how we can create a project which could win and on which specific area we should focus to represent a really valuable product which has super features which others don't have. In case of need, please update project description and business plan. So I'm still thinking that it's not doing really great here. Why? Because I'm still thinking that it will, mm, you know, it's more designed to work with forms, with different pages, with wizard type operations, or maybe if you will provide very specific and detailed instructions, maybe it can do better. So far, I'd, of course, it spent maybe few minutes more time, but would receive much more organized text. And most of the things, it's not something very recent knowledge, it's still pretty like let's say DeepSeek could do maybe better because he has access to all the most recent knowledge, and at the same time it's a reasoning model, so probably it would be better. It could then better. So yeah, of course, it's not chatbot for customer support competitors. Uh, yeah, so it will search. Okay, now at least we make it busy sometime. So at least it will put some competitors. Oh, I didn't say it should put it in document. Maybe it will understand that. Anyway, so it's go. You see, it's already opened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tabs, and it's working between tabs. Let's try to see some links from here. So looking on the different things, what they have, which features they do have, etc., etc. And hopefully it will be able to update my business plan for each of that AI agent projects based on that information. But again, I'm feeling right now that of course, except it do everything in right in my Google Drive. I believe, of course, it do much worse than reasoning models with internet access like DeepSeek. Okay, so let's return to while it's working. We can go and do something like, yeah, something like page which we have for romantic developer. Okay, we can maybe make it smaller, add music, and we have some free music here, correct? And let's look for background music. I don't have premium account here, so I'm just using something very, something very, yeah, free, let's say that. But it's cool application, Adobe Express, because it has so many features and many of them are free. Of course, they don't have all free music, all free resources, but okay, a lot of, maybe I need to make slightly less. I need to make more less sound. Let's say that. No, 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 no. I don't want. Oh, really? I don't want to edit yet. Audio. Where is audio? Media, audio, and we looking for romantic or maybe developer. No. And what about software? Software. We didn't find anything. Program. Okay, it would be that. And here, probably we need to apply some fade in, fade out. 2 seconds, maybe even 1 second would make it. Okay, and what we do have? Oh, looks like I have several songs. Ah, come on. I don't see what that song is. Even if I do very small screen, I still couldn't see that. So of course it's not as great. Okay, thinking of you. And that one is best circus carton loop. So we will remove those. And now it should do better. Maybe we start with something in the middle. Not as in the middle. Oh, come on. Okay, now it looks better. Let's t- move to the end. Okay, sounds good. Let's check our operator work. Okay, it's worked 5 minutes. I updated document with business plan, competitor analysis, and differentiation strategies for each AI agent project. It includes detailed information on cost, time into profitability, potential investors, advertising strategies, and so on. Let's look here how it looks. So it's created chatbot for customer support, description, relevance, potential impact. Okay, advertisement strategy, competitor analysis. Based on the competitor analysis, here are key strategies to differentiate our chatbot for customer support. Advanced AI capabilities, really implement advanced natural language understanding and sentiment analysis to provide more accurate. Okay, it's alone, even sentiment analysis, it's alone very complex story. Why? Because, okay, let's imagine customer support and you call and say, hey, can I help you with something? It's a yes, of course, I'm calling customer support. Of course, sentiment would be negative here. I mean, customer is angry, but then, okay, wait 1 minute and like someone will return to you. And customer said, of course. So, of course, if it's just text, it would be positive sentiment because customer agree, has no aggression, etc. But you need to listen to tone. Yes, and in tone, it could be even maybe not anger, but sarcasm or something like that. And of course, it would be negative sentiment. So, I mean, yeah, it's not so simple. It's not so simple. And sometimes sarcasm not means negative. Yes, so that task alone is very complex. Customization, oh, I'm sorry. Multi-channel support on this areas. Gameplay. Okay, let's see on the competitors. Investor advertisement strategy, business plan, conclusion. So let's where we are. Okay, it's not here. We are here. I don't see competitors. Analysis. Analysis for all projects. For example, for project 2 and 3. Awesome. I would like to have competitors defined with links to their websites and their strong sites. Also provide how probable we could create a solution better than each of competitor. So of course it's all vital while we deciding what we want to do. So let's try to do some research. Again, we're doing it not ourselves. We're asking our uh, operator from ChatGPT, which is a agentic framework itself. It could operate browser and it can go and look and operate browser. So right now it's scrolling through our document. It's doing some screenshots and analyzing it, analyzing in terms of understanding, gathering all the information. And now it's find some document and add some competitor analysis and go and search for that competitors for like gameplay and AI competitors and so on. And then it will do the same for robots, I hope. Yes, and it will insert some summary of his research after that. Let's see how long it took for previous task, another 5 minutes. So it was the longest task so far because, yeah, we stop it from here in after 27 seconds just to log in. But then it's created business plans very fast and it's worked like 5 minutes on competitor analysis just for one. We asked to do competitor analysis for 2 and 3, basically for 2 other projects. So probably it will take some time for you to go through all those projects and do that competitor analysis as well. Oh, really? Will we fight against StarCraft? It's Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, and now it's part of Microsoft. So should we fight with company which can give away 80 billions of dollars for Stargate project? Just okay, take my money. Really? Oh, we need to think about something very unique actually. We need to think about something very unique in that case, not just another customer service agent solution because there are so many customer agent solutions. But again, we playing a game with the operator. Let's see, maybe it will do something really nice. And while it's doing, we could return to our uh, Adobe. We have music. Let's add titles here. And it would be maybe can we search for something like stream? No, 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 no. Do we have some maybe templates? Let's find for stream. Stream starting. Starting. Stream starting. Game stream. No. Live stream. Live stream. Live stream. Live stream. Let's add as a new page. And it just image. Okay. What if we just copy everything and go back and just okay, not it's not look good. I don't like it. Okay, let's see what else do we have. Let's also try to price. Let's choose only free because we don't want to pay for such thing. Streaming soon. Stream starting now. I like it. Add as a page and we could actually probably copy everything and go back. Let's insert it from here. And we have that thing, that file, which probably will. So we could remove that file and all of that stuff. We could probably move slightly below and maybe make its capacity like maybe 60%. And here, okay, here we could remove that. We don't need it anymore. And we need to show all layers. Let's check. Okay, it's still working. It's applying headers to style shortcut for game business agents. So it's trying to insert all of that stuff, which is of course not in markdown format. It's more like Word document, you see, and it's trying to insert it in markdown. So now it will go to, okay, it's still trying to update something. Okay, it's updating now AI robots. Okay, let's give it some time. So that's it. Let's find some color. Maybe that one will work. And if we use that color, if we say custom, we just can copy it. So, and here we can also say that color would be, if it's custom, we can use that. Okay, looks good. And that stream. So basically that, and that. Why we couldn't choose all of three? That, and that. Let's say romantic developer stream. Maybe we can make it smaller. Maybe we can put it in the center, not middle, uh, on the top. Okay, that would be here. That would be here. Romantic developer stream. And maybe we do like outline, also some color, not too big. And overall capacity would be like maybe 76. Let's see. I believe, yeah, music starting slightly sooner. Okay. My head is booming. Um, but at least it's something. And uploading to YouTube and audio properties panel. Okay, let's download it like that. Starting download. And let's see on our agent. Okay, it's reviewing um, robotic and it's completed. The task not completed. It's just completing. It's saving the file. It's auto save, by the way. It's auto save. So it found some. Your download is complete. So I'll check if it's in my download folder. I don't see. Okay, download. For some reason, I couldn't see it in my download folder. Maybe it's downloaded somewhere else. 20% complete. 34, 30, 76, 90, 100. Okay, now I see. Oh, now I see even first one. Okay, so now in the stream, if I'll look into the starting video properties, I could replace that starting video with what I did right away. Okay, and if I'll switch to my full screen, so let's test that out, correct? Let's see. Okay, looks like it's too big. Let's make it smaller. Okay, and let's start once again. Let me see some sound. Let's once again. Okay, it looks like it's working. Nice. Okay, so while our operator works for us for 8 minutes, we did some nice yeah, video file for our stream beginning. I couldn't say it's completely nice, but at least it's something. No, we could create very fast. And that is one of the prompt generator, say just romantic developer, cartoon sitting and in romantic environment, and it's pressing something and some lovely characters flying from the keyboard. It's what you can see. It's what you can see. I don't see where it's actually typing anything. So nice characters flying behind his chair. So, but for some reason I like it because it's so colorful and nice. Okay, okay. So what would be the next? Let's return to our chat and we can go and check it while here. So competitor analysis, Boston Dynamics, known for its advanced robotic technology, robot with exceptional mobility, agility, and the robot are used in various industries. ABB Robots, KUKA, global leader in industrial robotics. iRobot. Mm. To differentiate the proposed AI-enabled robots, the following strategies can be considered. SoftBank, really? SoftBank doing robots? SoftBank is one of the uh, partners of OpenAI and Microsoft, if I'm not mistaken, in that Stargate. Cutting-edge AI algorithm for navigation and object recognition. Customization, really, customization. And how they said it will cost to start that project? Cost can $50,000 really to build a full robot competitive to Dynamics? Boston Dynamics, you need use ChatGPT to write your business plans. Probably you use too much money. Monthly expenses, $1,000. I like it. Oh, within 12 months we could lead in profitability. Really, really. Okay, let's ask just to fix the formatting. Can you review the document and unify formatting, making it easy to read and navigate? Oh, I forgot to switch. I asked it to format the document. Yeah, sorry for that. So you see, I reviewed something from, so I'm looking on AI autonomous robots. And here it says that my competitors would be Boston Dynamics, ABB Robots, KUKA, iRobot, SoftBank Robotics. So, and really, it's very, I mean, Boston Dynamics, you saw such videos. Now they use it everywhere. They used in military operation and Starbase by Elon Musk and by multiple agencies. Of course, can we create a robot which will beat them? They said yes, within 12 months. And you need only $50,000, maybe up to 2,000, maybe more. But it's developed based on the level of autonomy sensors and actuators needed. Maybe it's not too much, but building a robot costing $200,000 looks like too much for consumer. Yes, consumer will pay $5,000, but not 200,000, because from what I heard, Tesla robots, I saw them. Okay, Tesla bought two Optimus Generation 3. It's basically it will cost about $35,000, but it's very, yeah, very advanced. So, guys, what we'll choose? Which AI agent project will start with? So it's reviewing document for consistent formatting, replace text within by bold formatting. Let's see if it will can do that. Really? Yeah, it understands that it choose not correct text. So I'm not finding document. Okay. Yeah, you find all the instances and what you will do. Okay. Guys, I really do nothing. That thing doesn't work. Really. Does it cost $200 to be able to not properly format your document and it's randomly remove some asterisks, not doing what I ask it to do? Oh, yeah, we found killing task for that. Replace text within two asterisks by bold formatting. Yeah, maybe it was very unusual text for it. Who knows? Yeah, but you see, not as not as nice as it could be. Okay, let's wait, but you see, it's now it's do something. Now it's do something. But will it remove? No. It switched to the next control. Okay. So we can go here to our story, adobeexpress.com, completely free, of course, unless you want to use some premium features, but you can use a lot of non-premium features for free and it will be forever. So it's like, and they add new tools every day, and I even wrote several add-ons for here. But yeah, so let's click my stuff and let's maybe try to start new file and we choose some landscape. Can we create PNG with that? What do you think? Let's say we want our background color as empty. Nice, it's a good start. And let's search maybe for some templates. Let's say stream template. Or maybe border template. So maybe let's don't search for templates, maybe border and stream. Nice, nice, I like it. Man, I'm telling you that you are good, that I like you, and you just do that for me, to me. Why it's YouTube video? Border stream. Okay, and we just need to choose something like free, and we receive 370. Maybe we could also use some, mm, not type, book cover, no, album cover, no. Mm-hmm. Gaming stream. But it's, it just start now. It looks like just image. And we're looking for some border. Maybe if you just search border and stream. And let's say, okay, 14,000 photos, videos, backgrounds. Oh, probably it's background actually. Let's view background. Oh, really? All border for stream. Design assets. Maybe something like that. Let's search for design assets. And what is that? Stream. Live stream. Okay, live streaming. Subscribe. Okay. And if you say not stream but border, yeah, a lot of borders. And for background, a lot of backgrounds as well. But all of them are not exactly what we're looking for. Let's see our operator work. It's still working. It's still trying to replace text within by bold. It's even tried to do something. Let's review here. So it trying to replace all text. It's in competitor section by bold. You know, it sounds like you assign the task to, I don't know, to and a child trying to do that. Yeah, it's go somewhere. It's trying to, yeah, boldify something and jumping, jumping over and over. And I don't know. It's so simple task. Removing asterisks. Okay. So we don't see how long it executed. Yeah, we don't see. But come on, we found the task which dragging. Really? Why you need drag? Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. No, 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 no. Oh, it was 10 cent if I'm not mistaken. Why you drag something? Oh, no, of course it's much fine, doing much greater work if you provide the document and ask it. It do it in seconds. When you ask operator to do that, of course, I understand that it's looking on your text, it's do like photo memory, it's trying to choose something, it's trying to remove something. But come on, it's so simple. He himself added the text. He himself could be able to do that. Removing asterisk. Okay, blind ball formatting. So it trying to choose powder. Okay, applying ball formatting. And will you drag it? No. So you see, we provided too complicated task. Should we stop? Hmm. So let's finish with our bold frame. It's our video, and here all border elements. What if we go to design asset, find something like border stream, and it would be I like that, and I like that, and a romantic line. Oh, so maybe like that. Romantic line. Oh, it's nice. It's nice. It's like neon light. Let that add. Let that add. Okay, let's return to my document. Let's close it. So let's see what we've added. Ground. No. Close. Erase. Remove object. So it's a big object. So let's just remove it like that. Let's do that. Reframe. Can I do reframe? Replace, merge. So let's move it to the screen. Okay. And we couldn't change the text, the color, correct? No, we couldn't. And in effects, probably we could do something if we apply some custom duotone like that. Oh, it's too much. Maybe like that. No. Oh, like that looks better. So that thing. Maybe we could. Okay. We just need to make it smaller. So could we do something like animation, not animation. It would be something like adjustments. No, probably adjustments. And if you add saturation, worms, yeah, we couldn't change text. Blur, it's something we don't need. Shadow, no brightness, no highlights, no. Okay, it's what wall everything we can do. Yeah, multiply doesn't work. So, and that is probably we could insert it somewhere like here. Let's add something like text, romantic. It would be nice if it has anything like romantic developer. Let's see, learn to code, photos, templates, romantic, learn to code. Oh, I like this computer. Europa, games, they, no, 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 no. Not so romantic actually, or not so developer. Hmm. Okay, let's just add some text here. Hello, let's add some text. Romantic developer. And probably we could do something like maybe Arial or some, I like that. And this color, like very dark red. Nice. Mm, Probably we need to do some outline like that. Okay. And make it slightly. Okay. It's not, of course, what I want, but let's see where is our bot. Okay. He created us our business plans for research about AI agents, created business plans and everything in few seconds, and he removing and making text bold and do it very badly for another 30 minutes. Not the type of agent I want, but I mean I fully understand why it's do so. So of course it's he implementing not his task right now. So if we add into sources some like image and background, and I'll just browse for the image in downloads folder. Okay. So looks like I can do some transition like that. Oh, it's not so nice. And even if I do transition like that, I still could see that image. Nice. Okay. Now we have at least our channel name, but we need to create something. Maybe we can use some uh, artificial intelligence to suggest us some background or border for our streams. Okay, so most probably I think we just need to stop it, take control, and in the take control, okay, then I click finish up and we click exit the chat. Yeah. So formatting of the document is not the best task for that AI agent from OpenAI, for operator AI agent. It do it very bad. Do it very bad. So what we'll do the next? Probably that it. I'll review the AI agent research once again tomorrow, but see, most probably will not give it a go because it chose very well-known areas, and maybe we can talk to maybe some of the internet connected models, some and then to some reasoning models. So maybe they could propose some unexpected idea where we could what we could create, and it would be very cool. So, oh, I don't like that my camera in the small screen not probably if I do something like that. Oh, in that case, it's also not so good. Okay, what about this? It should be better, but yeah, I don't have the hearts, but it's fine. Okay, guys. So what we did today, we look into we organized something about our streams. We created some, not created, but at least we updated our initial video screen. We when we start the screen stream, edit some music, edit some text, and as well we create some background for our stream, which probably I will switch off because it's too fast and not so nice. Uh, yeah, and maybe we need also to create a specific place where I could put my video from camera in when we show the screen, full screen on the computer. And probably, yeah, all that border would be where we have a taskbar. Also, we looked into the operator. It's a new capability from ChatGPT available only in United States to pro users. And we understand that it could be cool for tasks like uh, quite simple task. Please order me something within my reach. I don't know, under $20. I don't know, some pizza, find me pizza under $20. But it's not so cool for tasks like do analytical research, write, format document, and so on. Because I mean, working with text, it's not it's a cool feature. It's working with UIs. But if you need to do some operation with text in that UI, probably you just copy the text, insert into the ChatGPT directly, and ask what you need. Okay, I think that's it. And I think, yeah, see you later in my next streams. Today was a quite restful stream from any code executions and anything like that. And yeah, we just choosing some area where we could jump with our agentic uh, project. Of course, we need to do something around our open source project for which we call YouTube Video Helper. Um, Also, we need to finish moderation here, so probably it's what we'll do. Today, I just thought about some nice task for operator to do. So I believe it's done. Um, I couldn't imagine very useful operator task as of now for me, because I'm not normally ordering food in internet, and I'm not ordering taxi. I'm not booking something often. So, I mean, it's not my business flow, let's say that. What I do, maybe I could take task, maybe I could work on that, in Visual Studio or somewhere. But I doubt it could work in Visual Studio, even if you talk about Visual Studio Online. If you talk about code space in GitHub, it would be insane. It would be insane because we see how it tried to do some replacement. It completely messed up the whole document when it's tried to do so. So yeah, operator not for uh, working with text extensively or with code. So yeah, it's not that SV AI agent, SV, I mean software engineering AI agent. It's more like helper for ordering something. Let's say that. Maybe someone will say about some very cool capabilities of it. Of course, it could work with multiple tabs in browser, and you can log in everywhere with your credentials, and it could get something from one site, push to another, no doubt. But I just couldn't produce any cool idea with that. If you have, please do. I think that it. I think that it. See you later. You know where to find me. Put any comments into the comment section below the stream, and see you tomorrow whenever you are ready. Have a great, healthy, peaceful, lovely, cozy day. Goodbye, guys.